What's up, everybody? I am your girl Candy, and right now I'm sitting with my sister and friend, Cynthia Bailey.
And where are we, girlfriend?
At the Bailey Wine Cellar, yes.
Cheers.
And we are about to speak on it.
I had already heard.
I can turn a shade tree into a money tree.
So it's so much to talk about.
Oh my God.
So much to talk about. But I had to come and have you a part of this episode of Speak On It because in this episode of The Real Housewives, looking crazy.
A little crazy. Got me looking a little crazy.
Yeah,
That's okay.
I guess vicariously through you, I'm looking crazy too.
I'm looking crazier. But you look a little crazy too.
When is the Bailey Wine Cellar and the Bailey Event Space? What's the name of the Bailey Event
The Bailey Room.
Oh, the Bailey Room is the event space that she had her Seagram's wine party in.
The
And
infamous space. In this
yeah, that was the space that we were in.
Okay, Bailey room.
Yeah, you just like bring in whatever you want to bring in and make it what you want it to be. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Like everybody enters in here. You can lock that door. They just come in through here. And it's just like open. It's really open and get cool. And you just bring in your first. Or somebody just come in, decorate the way you want it to be.
And then the Bailey Wine Center, the Bailey Wine Cellar is where we are now. But
And it's all in the same location.
Yeah.
It's like over here at the Beacon on Grant Street. It's super cute. I plan on opening up the wine cellar hopefully by the middle of April. Maybe before then, I'll have like a friends and family or like a soft opening. And as far as the Bailey Room is concerned, it is an event space. You guys saw us going to thebaileyroom.com to book any event that you want to do. It's an empty space. You can transform it into whatever you want it to be.
for those who say that I just be bringing people on the show to shade them, I bring people on the show who has something to do with the episode that just occurred. And saying as though this episode that just occurred has Cynthia on there doing some things that is questionable.
You knew that Kenya was going to be coming.
That is not true.
Okay, so this is what I really want us to make clear.
Okay.
In the show, I mean, well, we already know online or whatever, Nene says that, you know, you've not been a good friend to her, you've been
That's
shady.
not true.
Okay, so.
I've been a great friend to Nene for years. To a fault maybe at this point.
Okay.
I've always been a loyal friend to Nene when we were friends.
So in this situation, this is the part that I don't get. I don't understand why she took it that it was an attack against her, that we wanted Kenya to come to the party. But what were your thoughts about the party? This is what I would say. I'm just going to explain to everybody what you did not see on
please
camera. Okay, so prior to the event, Cynthia and I had a conversation, and she was like, she wanted to invite Kenya to her party. Well, she invited Kenya to
I
her party.
invited Kenya to the party, and Kenya said she was not coming because we were filming.
Right.
And she was not being paid to be there, and she was not on the season. And not to mention her feet were actually swelling as well. And she was, at that point, like almost 8 months pregnant.
Right.
So when she said that to me, I was like, okay, good. Look, I just want to extend the invite. We had just went to a baby shower. I always want to support my friends. And I wanted to extend the invite because I wanted her to come and support my new baby, my Seagram's Escape flavor.
When she told me about her conversation with Kenya, and she was basically saying that she wanted her to come, but she couldn't come, I said, I'm going to get her to come. And my intentions, right, but my intentions for getting Kenya to come were for multiple reasons. One, obviously I felt like if she wants Kenya to come to the party, Kenya should be able to come to the party regardless of whether or not the cameras are there. And then two, I feel like Kenya should have been on camera. And overall, I just kind of feel like for, I don't know how many seasons now, Kenya, we've all been invested in her finding love and her eventually having her baby that she always wanted.
Brooklyn, so cute.
So, for whatever reason, you know, it did not work out for her to be on the season. That obviously we have no.
Ain't got nothing to do with us.
That ain't got nothing to do with us. I just kind of felt like, dang, you know, we're kind of cheating the fans for them not being able to at least get to see her pregnant or something, you know. When I had called up Kenya, I was like, Kenya, I think you should come to the party. You know, and she's like, oh, they got the cameras and they ain't gonna use me, they not gonna have whatever. And I'm like, forget that. You know, wanna go the whole season, nobody see you, you know, the fans, you know, they wanna see you pregnant. Like, man, and you wanna support Cynthia because this is a new business venture for Cynthia.
That is huge for me.
Yes.
Okay? I am partnering with Seagram's Escapes and I have my own signature flavor, okay? My photo is the only photo that they have on any of the other escapes. So this is huge for me. I wanted all my friends and family there to support me. It's a big deal. I mean, I'm trying to be great too. Can I be great?
Exactly.
As well.
And we want to get the word out about Seagram's Escape. And so clearly, if Kenya and everybody is there at her party, it's going to get a lot of people talking about her new business venture. In that conversation, it had nothing to do with Nene Leakes.
At
all. This was not a plot or ploy against Nene because at the end of the day, if Kenya's on the show, it really doesn't.
It hasn't nothing to do with Nene. And you know what I thought was so crazy? I read somewhere that she said, or someone said something about, oh, they're Kandi and Cynthia plotting to get me off the show and bring Kenya on the show. Now, why the hell Nene got to leave the show for Kenya to come back? I have publicly said many times, Kenya and Nene are both great for the show.
Both of them.
Why would I plot to go get Nene off the show? Can I even get Nene off the show?
No.
I didn't know I could get Nene off the show. I know she's tried to get me off the show before, but I've never actually tried to get her off the show. I ain't trying to take money out of nobody's plate because that's not what I do.
Now, so to be clear, us wanting Kenya to come by the party during a taped episode had nothing to do with Nene.
Zero.
I know that she, you know, has been putting it out there that we have been plotting against her.
Cynthia. She's my friend, and then she has this other friend.
But this has nothing to do with Nene. Yes, we are both friends with Kenya.
Yes.
Yes, I know I would like to see her back on the show or whatever.
Of course, I've always said I think Kenya's great for the show.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with Nene. It's not like we're saying, oh, we want Kenya back, but we don't want Nene there. No, we want everybody, all of them to be there.
Right, so long and short, Kandi was the one that convinced Kenya to come to my Seagram's event. I invited Kenya. I wanted Kenya to come. Kenya said she wasn't coming.
Yeah.
I had stuff to do. I left it alone. I understood. I just wanted my sister to know, look, I'd love for you to be there, but you can't. I'm good. All right? Moving on.
So fast forward. When I did.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me say this.
Okay, good.
And I did not tell Nene one way or the other because honestly, you know, she's so territorial that low key when Kenya said she wasn't coming, I was kind of like, oh my God, thank God. I ain't now have to deal with no drama with Nene. Telling her or not telling her. So I just never brought it up either way. Because then there was no reason to call her and say, hey, I just want you to know I invited Kenya to my Seagram's event, which I can invite anybody I want to my event, and she's not coming. So I just thought I would just take the time out of my busy day over here being great, trying to run all my multiple businesses to call and tell you that I invited Kenya and she's not coming. What kind of damn sense does that make?
That don't make no sense.
Now, if Kenya was coming, if Kenya had told me she was coming, I actually, just to keep the peace, because I ain't really trying to have no drama at my event. You know, I had my partners flying in from Rochester, New York. I didn't need any drama there. I needed everything to be seamless and beautiful and amazing. Now, had Kenya said, you know what, Cynthia, I'm definitely gonna come, make sure I'm good, blah, 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 I would have probably, maybe have said, you know what, Nene, I just want to give you a heads up. You know, I know you and Kenya been going back and forth on social media, which ain't really that deep. That's what you do, that's what she does, it is what it is. But Kenya will be at my event. And then Nene, I saw on social media saying, oh, well, you know, Cynthia was the one that told me to tell Eva, make sure I told Eva that Yvonne was coming to my bi-wig party, blah, 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 blah. Well, then let's talk about that. That's a different situation. The reason that I felt like she should give Eva a heads up about Yvonne coming is because at that point, it was clear that this woman, Nene Leakes, was going to be a part of her little sis or whatever they got going on, Eva's wedding. She was making a speech, so I was like, okay, so that implies that Eva really respects you and
right.
she's down with you to let you speak at her wedding. Okay, that's number one. And number two, Chayana made me lose focus. What was that?
You didn't talk too much.
How long is the segment?
I'm like, you just so
No, because I want to get it straight. This is all the stuff you guys didn't see at the, look, this is all stuff you guys do not see at the reunion. Oh, here's the other thing. There's a difference in inviting someone to your event at an event space with, you know, over 200 people there, as opposed to inviting them to an intimate gathering in your home, in your living room. So since it was at her home, I thought, you know what, just go and give her a heads up. You know, you're in the girl's wedding. This is your home. This is not like she won't have to see Yvonne. She gonna see Yvonne because we all sitting here at this table together. At my event, she never had to see Kenya if she wanted to. Kenya never had to see her. And you know what? I know you say I'm talking a lot. I'll say this. How about this? Kenya was 8 months pregnant. If I thought it was gonna be some drama, why would I put my friend who was 8 months pregnant in a situation where there could be some drama? What is Kenya gonna do to Nene at 8 months pregnant? Sit on her? What's she gonna do?
Okay, so fast forward. I did reach out to Kenya. I did ask her to come to the party. She gave me the same answer at first that she gave to Cynthia. Basically that
but what?
She didn't want to come because of the cameras being there. I gave her my spiel of why I felt like she should come anyway. And she said she would think about it. And I was like, well, you should really come. And she said, well, don't tell Cynthia that I might come. Okay?
Thank you.
Because she was like, she don't hold water. And she
did always say that, which I can't hold water. But anyway,
she said you don't hold water.
Well, I can't.
And she didn't want you to give production a heads up because she didn't want all that stuff.
Point is, I didn't damn know she was coming.
The day of the event, Kenya still had not given me a confirmed yes that she was coming. So I had already pulled up to the outside of the event, and when I got here is when Kenya called me and said, don't go in yet. I'm about to come, and I don't want to go in by myself. I want to go in with you. So at that point, I drove off and rode around for about 30, 40 minutes and waited for Kenya to get here.
Now, at that point, Nene's at the event because Nene was there by the time you guys got there.
Everybody was here.
Okay, I just wanted to point that out.
Here when I walked in.
Now it's too late for me to call to give Nene a heads up because guess what? Nene's already at the party. Okay? So Kenya and Kandi walks in after the fact. So now I'm like, oh my God, Kenya's here.
Hey! Oh, I think the monster's here.
Yeah, I'm excited, but like I said, I didn't know she was gonna come. So there was no reason again for me to call Nene and tell her anything because it didn't matter. It wasn't happening. And even if it was, it wasn't gonna be that big of a deal.
Here's my thoughts on the whole entire situation.
Break it down.
What I don't understand is, even if you did know, even if she did say ahead of time that she wanted to come, why does it matter? Why did you have to give her a heads up? Why?
Because that's just the dynamic of my friendship with her. Now, if it was you or anybody else, no, not really, not in an event.
Yeah.
Again, if you guys were coming to my home, I'd be like, hey, you know what, Kandi, I'm inviting Faith to my house. And I'm inviting you. I don't know if you're gonna be comfortable with that, so let me just let you know. But at an event, I'm like, the Bailey Room, which is also available for bookings right now, thank you very much, thebaileyroom.com, is big enough for everybody to move around if they need to.
What? There you have it, people. That is your answer on that. I know some of you guys aren't going to be satisfied. Some of y'all are going to still be like, they knew ahead of time, da 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 da. At the end of the day, I knew
the truth is the truth.
that she could possibly end up coming. But I did not share that with Cynthia.
Thank you.
Okay? I was the one who got Kenya to come. I was the one who talked her into it, but I did not get a confirmed answer that she was definitely going to come until I pulled up here at the party. And by that time, I was like, okay, cool.
The party was in full effect.
Yeah, and I didn't feel the need to give nobody heads up anyway. I'm just excited that Kenya decided to come.
Okay, so now, and so was I. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, what we need to talk about is them playing you saying to Mike, oh, I'm supposed to act like I didn't know.
Right, that's the microphone. So that's the mic situation. Well, literally the mic situation.
How could you have said that to him? And I never told you.
You never told me that she was coming.
So my question to you was, were you just that confident in me that I was going to get her to come?
Well, you know what? Here's the thing, and I'm just going to be completely transparent. first of all, there was a couple of mic situations. Okay.
Okay.
There was a situation where let me address the part where Kenya walks in. When Kenya comes in, Kenya says to me, "You're like, hey, whatever, you want to hear? I got to hear." And I was like, "Oh my God!" And Kenya's like, "Girl, you knew I was gonna come." Okay. First of all, you know you can take that one of two ways. Some of y'all gonna take it like, "See, she said you knew she was coming." But like, if I'm trying to surprise you, I'm be like, "Girl, now you know I was gonna come. I was not gonna miss this, but I wanted to surprise you." Whatever the situation is, you can take it two ways. Take it any way you want. Okay, that's one mic situation. There's a second mic situation that we talked about at the reunion, where Kandi and I are on audio, and Kandi tells me on audio.
That came third.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they kind of played it all together. Like it kind of looked like it was the night of the Seagrams event.
Okay, and let's make that clear. The recording that they played, you guys, when she calls me and I said, I'm mic'd, that did not happen at the Seagrams party. That happened right before we walked into the scene with Nene and Tanya.
Yes.
So basically, separate day. I'm getting ready to go into the scene. They had mic'd me up. And before we went into the scene, Cynthia calls me and was like, hey, I was like, I'm Mike, because I'd say that to anyone
All
who
the
calls
castmates,
me
that's what we do.
when I'm mic'd up.
When we don't want to be recorded, we say, hey, my mic is on.
I'm just giving you a heads up.
Be recorded.
Right.
And at that point, if I was going to say something that I did not want to be recorded for the Real Housewives of Atlanta or the reunion, that's when I would have hung on my phone and texted Kandi what I needed her to know.
You was like, oh, okay, well, I just want to make sure we're on the same page about how Kenya got to the party.
Right.
Okay, so to be clear, she was saying be on the same page about the scene because we knew that in that scene that we were about to have a discussion about what happened at the party and
Why
Kenya
didn't tell
coming
me
to the party. Yeah.
that Kenya was coming because I didn't know.
Right. And at the end of the day, she just wanted to make sure that I wasn't finna not hold responsibility of bringing...
For her actions, honey, for her party. She got it.
for bringing Kenya to the party.
Thank you.
I have always owned the fact that I brought Kenya to the party.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know why it has turned to say Cynthia had a plot and that we were in cahoots.
Apparently, Nene didn't believe it. I did not. If I knew she was coming, I would say, I knew she was coming. I didn't have no problem calling Nene and saying, you know what, you probably ain't gonna like this. You probably ain't gonna want to come. Whatever, Kenya's coming. The party still was gonna go on whether Kenya or Nene came to the party. That's the part you need to understand.
Okay, so why at the party did they play subtitles
With the caption. And that was really tricky for me because I don't know. I was drinking a lot of Seagram Peach Bellinis that night. I really was. I don't remember saying that. But I can tell you this, the caption said that I said it, so I'm not really trying to go against production really per se. But I don't remember saying that, nor did I have a reason to say that. But at the end of the day, because I'm not trying to look like a liar because I'm not a liar, there's nothing to lie about. I said, you know what, if I did say that, after I saw how Nene was treating Kenya, apparently Kenya wasn't warm and fuzzy with Nene either. I was like, you know what, at that point, I'm just trying to keep the peace. Everybody's at the event now. I would have said anything at that point. So if I said it, then it was all to keep the peace.
No, I don't even know what the hell happened because I'm like, how could you have possibly known? And I didn't know till I came up there that she would definitely come.
And that's crazy, and it's going to be interesting because I really can't wait to see the episode myself because the episode that I saw, I couldn't hear me actually saying. I
didn't hear you saying that either.
And that's where it gets a little tricky.
I played that clip. I rewound it over and over and over.
And you never heard me saying it?
No, all I get, and mind you, I had my earphones in. I was trying to listen real hard. What it sounded like to me that you said, it sounded like you said, I didn't even know Kenya was coming.
Right. I was like, I'm just gonna act like I didn't know Kenya was coming.
Yeah, I didn't hear that. I'm supposed to act like.
And I know.
I didn't hear that.
Something about I'm supposed to act like Kenya's coming. Why am I? Who told me to act like? Who told me Kenya was coming? Why would I say that? But apparently in the caption it says that I am. So you guys gonna have to pray on that one for yourself and believe what you want to believe. But I can just tell you this. I had no problem with Kenya coming to my party. I wanted Kenya to come. I'm friends with her. I'm friends with Nene. I wanted all my friends to come to the party and lift me up in a blaze of glory because my Secrets event was a huge event for me, and I just wanted it to be about me. I never wanted it to be about Kenya or Nene. It was my night. It was my night to shine. And I feel really insulted that I even have to explain myself because here's the deal.
Not every single moment is about you.
I can tell you this, Kenya and Nene can tell you both. That when they have events, anything that they're doing, I celebrate them and I support them. Hands down. I never try to take the shine away from them and make it about me. Ever. I would never do that. That's not the kind of friend I am. Now.
I know everybody's gonna be up and, you know, riled up after this episode and upset or whatever, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Yes,
it is what it is.
I wanted Kenya at the party. No, it was not because of anything having to do with Nene. Okay, so let's move right along. What else happened this week? Oh, the other thing that happened on this episode was Portia's party. Yes, her gender reveal party.
Yes. I thought she was having a boy.
I did too.
I really thought she was having a boy.
I really thought she was gonna have a boy too. So I had even sent her a text, basically saying congratulations. And I think
I gave her your flowers that you sent by me as well.
I sent flowers to the party. I did not make it that day. I was at my friend Toya's Wait No More event here in Atlanta, Georgia. So that's where I was for all of you who were trying to figure out where the hell I was at. And now, congratulations to Portia because she just had a beautiful, healthy baby girl.
Congratulations, Portia.
Congratulations.
And Dennis.
Oh yeah, congratulations to Portia and Dennis. And they actually have a baby special that's going to be coming soon.
Yes.
To Bravo, so everybody be looking out for that. Okay. So, what else happened on the episode before I let you get up out of here? What I was going to finish with after, which is, fun fact.
Okay.
Most of our seasons end on an all-cast event.
Yes. Yes, that's true.
But this season actually ended on the meeting up with me, you,
Yes.
Nene, and Tanya.
It did.
After the all-cast.
It was like a cliffhanger. It was almost like a to be continued.
Right.
Like it really was.
It felt like the season wasn't supposed to end right there.
No, it was crazy. It's like almost like we're gonna jump into next season, like where we left off.
Right.
I mean, editing. I mean, I actually liked the way they edited. I mean, clearly, I'm gonna get my head blown off by some of y'all, but whatever. At the end of the day, it's gonna be a good episode. That I can tell you.
How did you feel when, obviously, we had the conversation in the car, and you already knew that I was gonna own the fact that I brought Kenya to the party or
Yes.
whatever. So when we were sitting there with when we were sitting there with Nene and Tanya, and Nene was like clearly upset with you and saying that you hadn't been a good friend to her.
Right.
So how did you feel about that at that moment?
I felt very hurt because I've been, like I said, I've always been a good friend to Nene. I feel like I've always been loyal to Nene. Like, if anything, all my other friends are like, whenever Nene call, you always hang out with Nene. Oh, you with Nene, what I mean? They always feel like I give her the most attention. I kind of do spend a lot of time with Nene, that's for sure. Definitely on the phone, without question. So anytime my loyalty or friendship is called into question in regards to Nene Leakes, it's extremely insulting because I feel like I've been a huge friend to her. You know what I'm saying? So I was hurt, but at the same time, it's like, I'm tired. Like, girl, like, what do you want me to do? People have called me your lapdog. Like, they think that I just basically live up your ass at this point. I'm so supportive of you. I always ride for Nene. And, for me, it's like, look, I love all my friends. I truly, truly do. But I'm not going to just, as soon as we have a disagreement or I do something you don't like, you start bashing me on social media. I don't bash Nene on social media. I didn't bash Nene at the reunion. I don't bash Nene in my interviews. But as soon as our relationship goes left, she starts going in on me. But you never see me go in on her because that's not what I do. Because here's the deal. When you're really friends with somebody, okay, fine. We ain't got to be friends no more. But if we were ever truly friends, why are you going in on me about anything? Why are you trying to put me on blast for anything that we talk about? We done talk all kind of crazy stuff together on the phone. Clearly, I ain't had no conversations by myself. Clearly, okay? So, I'm tired. I can't do this, child. What do you want, the blood out of my veins? Can I live? Lord, can I live? Okay. I don't know what else to do, Candy. So at this point, if she wants to fall out about this, which I think is petty as hell, if she don't want to try to get back on track, which I think is really sad and disappointing, then that's on her. I'm not going to do anything else but own my part in it, my truth in it. What else am I supposed to do? I can't do none of this. All right.
Devil's advocate.
Go ahead.
Let's say you're Nene.
Okay.
Okay. and you already felt like, oh, she looks out for Kenya more than she looks out for me, or whatever,
Which is not true. Yep, go ahead.
And then you saw the episode, and you see they put the caption underneath it. How would you feel?
Oh, I can definitely understand why she'd be like, oh, well, this looks crazy, because it did look crazy. I get that part. But I also think that at that point, it was easy for Nene to pick up the phone and be like, hey, what is going on? Because if she was on the foot, I'd be like, yo, what, is there something you need to tell me? You know what I'm saying? But I did not reach out to her after that, because not only did that happen, throughout that episode, you see her calling me weak, making fun of my little hashtag chill, like just saying some really hurtful things about me. So at that point, I was like, by the time I saw that, I was like, I don't even care, because this is what doesn't make sense. You never see me in this episode talking anything negative about Nene. You've never seen me in the whole season saying anything negative about Nene. All I've done is support her, especially since her husband's been battling cancer. I've been here for her. So you never see where there's a shift or a reason for me to betray her. Like, I have been completely solid the whole season with my friendship with her. But you do see her going on me at the end because she thinks whatever she thinks. It doesn't work like that. If you're friends with somebody, be grown enough, since we both are in our 50s now. Okay? We're not in high school. Okay? So with that said, hey, be grown enough to say, you know what? Let's meet for a drink. We got to talk.
Well, whether or not that drink ever happens, we shall see.
Well, it ain't happened yet. Unfortunately, it ain't happened yet, child.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, Kandi, you can only, friendship works both ways. I'm a huge believer of reciprocity. You got to reciprocate the energy you're giving out, girl. If I'm giving you love and I can still give you love, even if we're not friends, then you can give me love if we're not friends either. We don't have to be friends. It's not a hostage situation. I'm not holding nobody hostage to be my friend over here. I come in peace, love, and light, for real, okay? That's what it is. But if we real friends, because, everybody want to keep it real, keep it 100, and I'm that girl, whatever. If you keep it real, if you're a real friend, come on over to Wine Cellar, let's have a glass of wine and talk about it. And let's move past it, because we're such real friends, and you love me so much. Come see me.
I think you guys should talk. I really do. Even though you feel that I'm against you. I don't know why you feel that way. I ain't really said nothing crazy about the lady, but
no, not at all. I don't even know she wasn't really trying to hear anything from you.
Yeah, she didn't want to hear nothing from me.
She wasn't trying to hear anything from you at the reunion. That red dot was on one person's head at the reunion. It was right yours. It was only on mine. She only had time for me, baby. When I tell you, none of the girls can get none.
Okay, hold on.
It was my time. When Tanya time, it was Cynthia Bailey time.
Well, on that note, we're just going to have to leave you with the cliffhanger. You're just going to have to hold on and wait till the next episode of Speak on It.
Real Housewives of Atlanta, 3-part reunion coming up. Pray for me, y'all. Love you guys.
I had already heard.
I can turn a shade tree into a money tree.